How we doing, everybody? First match of the video is not the Toga one. This one is just a warm-up, some ranked AFO chaos. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And then the second match, obviously you guys know me. I always timestamp it for you anyway. Second match will be the Toga game that you clicked on the video for. And hopefully you enjoyed this thumbnail as much as you enjoyed the rest. So I started this game about halfway through because most of it was just looting at the beginning, so not really too fancy. And even then, we wasn't even really looting. It was just like a lot of nothing fights, that never went anywhere. So it was kind of a dull start. So I thought, let's just kick it off right into the mix. You know, the second half of the ranked game. It's a bit more fun to watch that way, and you at least get to see All For One do his shenanigans, which I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about him. What do you think about All For One? Do you like him? Do you not like him? It's been about, I don't know what, like a week or a bit more that we've had him around now. So maybe a bit more than a week. All I know is it's around that sort of, you know, like 7 to 14 day mark. Do you think something needs to be changed about him? Do you think he's good the way he is? What exactly do you think about All For One, and how would you change him if it was up to you? As you can see here, very close quarters. I feel like All For One thrives in close quarters because of this gamma he has. Like, I almost welcome being in a tight space because I just feel as if it's gonna work out for me, unless that person I'm in a tight space with is Momo or Cementos, you know, or like that kind of type, then maybe open the door for me so I can walk out, please. But outside of that, generally feel pretty good in an enclosed space when you're playing as Mr. All For One. Oh, he is so good in this map as well. I mean, he's good in both maps. Look at this Denki. He's like, he knows I'm in this corner. He was just trying to game me with his alpha bite. It wasn't working for him. Oh, unfortunate guy. Jeff went down, but luckily for Jeff, I'm a homie. Doing my Dragon Ball Z kicks up in the air. And then using the Dragon Balls to resurrect him. Aizawa is definitely like a sneak high tier pick for your All For One quirk steal, because people think, if I can't steal quirks, what's the point in having that guy? Which I would understand, but you gotta remember, this dude has like, he's got some good moves. You know, he's got the gamma, which will deflect projectiles and damage out in a wide cone. Then he's got his alpha, you can like zip around the place, and then he's got his beta, which is also good for kicking around the place. So you have two options of mobility with Aizawa if you're good with it. So I would definitely say Aizawa, like, if you run across him and he's, you know, laying down on his hands and knees and he's like, please spare the wife and children, but take me. Just say, okay then, and then take his quirk. And then, it's funny because you take his quirk and then you do not use it. That's the funniest part about it. You take Aizawa's quirk of quirk erasing, and instead you say, actually, I think I'm going to Liu Kang my way through the air. I'm going to Liu Kang my way through the air and throw some cloth around like I'm a rebellious monk. F the quirk erasure. I'm not interested in that, apparently. So, yeah, interesting stuff right there. If you just listen to the way Denki was taking it, he's like, he was starting to get into it. The poor Denki, he was starting to get into it. God, listen to that again. It was funny. Yeah, look at that. I had to punch him in the end. I was like, hey, stop enjoying it. You're not supposed to be liking this. Young Rich, great player. Jeff was a random. He just showed up. My name's Jeff. Basically how he came into the lobby. My name's Jeff. And then me and Rich, we was quite glad with him. He performed well. He performed well. Look at that. I can never help myself. Whenever I see one of those, I just have to drop something just to get it, you know. Then I realized, hold on a minute, I could do a group heal here. But then as I was doing it, that Todoroki, or whoever it was, he was not having it. So much so that he even came back around again. But this time it was Mount Lady. And I don't think it was the Mount Lady who shot me from this side. So I'm like, you know what? Third time's a charm. So I get drinking a third time. Like it's a Pepsi commercial. I'm chugging that thing right down and we finally get it. And surprisingly, I didn't get that gamma. I thought I was going to get at least one person. Big Mount Lady is one of the scariest things to take on in this game. But when she is not putting her attention on you and you can just hit her freely, she's one of the least worrying things about the game. It's kind of funny. It's that when she wants to put her attention on you, it's over. You really do feel like just some random civilian in Attack on Titan. But when she's busy and you can just tee off on her, it's like, you know, this is the greatest feeling ever. But of course, chances are if a Mount Lady does go big, you're not going to be lucky enough to not be the one that's focused. And there you have it. Warm up game out of the way for the video. So you guys got to enjoy some ranked. Take a bow. And now we're going to head over to what you came here for. The Toga game. The Toga Express. And the Toga game. So here we are. All for one again. And we have a mission to get ourselves some blonde pigtails, or whatever you call her hairstyle. I'm not really good at knowing hairstyle names. Okay, that is such an unfortunate start. You know, I think if I logged on for my first game of the day, and that is how my game went, this Todoroki, if that is how my game went, I would just turn it back off. I'm like, you know what? Who even wants to play this game out anyway? That's just the way I would have went with it. Look at that, I blew that house up. Huffing and puffing, I'll blow your house down, Bakugo. Man, she did that Mortal Kombat air flip at the right time, because that was not going to look good for her otherwise. I can't explain why I was so off the mark there. And I'm not even going to try to attempt it. Looking back at this replay, it seems so obvious that she was in that thing, but apparently in the moment, I did not realize that. Who knows what was going on with me at that point in time? Who knows? Maybe a portal opened up in my room and some guy with a wide hat came through it and, you know, orange shoes and was like, hey, we need you to fight on behalf of Earth in this multiversal tournament. And I was like, kind of playing My Hero Ultra Rumble right now. And he's like, oh, never mind then. And then I got back to it. And then I realized Toga was in the bush. And this guy, I don't know what this guy thought this game was. He's playing Dead by Daylight, just crouching in the corner of some building, hoping I don't see him. So in Dead by Daylight fashion, I had to put the serial killer moves on him for a bit before coming back to All for One. Yeah, Bakugo. He knows that was a freebie. He knows he's got a 1 on his KO that he does not deserve. It's not his fault though. We will take kills, or KOs rather. Sorry. The way All for One runs with that is actually so funny. He really has gotten into the spirit of Toga. All for One said, "I've always dreamed of being a schoolgirl, and finally, I have my chance." Mada mada. Yeah, look at that. I took his KO this time. Boy. Look at that. One Toga came to play. She went down. Another Toga came to play and she joined in the fun. Look at that. I'm upgrading from schoolgirl to schoolgirl. This sounds hella weird. Hella strange. Don't quote that out of context. It's only gonna bring me trouble. Apparently it's a good idea as well to, if you want to get points for your matches, to save civilians. So if you feel like I ain't got enough KOs and assists this game, maybe my points ain't gonna look too good at the end, maybe just save a few stray civilians. Or I say save, if you're a villain, you know, you kind of just laugh in their face. So whichever it is you have to do so. How'd you like those apples? Bet they thought Genji from Overwatch was coming after them there for a while. And yeah, of course, obviously you can't steal people's blood as Toga in this particular instance, because you're not going to be able to transform into them, because that's just not the part of the quirk that you take from Toga. But the Gamma can still be a nice way to chip down their health, apply pressure, or just worry them. Because of course it is quite an easy move to hit, and it does home in on them, so it's almost like a guaranteed strike a lot of the time. And you know, regardless of the damage, when people take hits, they don't react positively most of the time anyway, so you may as well do it. Level up. So we have got this orange aura around me full stop because I've taken blood but I can't use it. I'm just pulsating with somebody else's blood. Can you imagine? Out here on a sugar rush, but the sugar is somebody else's, someone else's bodily fluids. If that's one way to put it. Look at that. Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I'm getting points on the grind. Look at that. The points going up. Points going up. Ollie off. Boom. Continue the points grind. Love that. I used to love those games as a kid, man. Tony Hawk's Pro Skate was like the best thing ever when I was a boy. And I had the one where, you know, you had the Tony Hawk game where you could have the Darth Maul outfit, and then you had the Wolverine outfit, so you could just go around skating in a Wolverine suit or a Darth Maul suit, which was just freaking ridiculous. But at that time, is, you know, the coolest thing you've ever seen. I remember those days, man. Back when games would have all of these special outfits, but you unlocked all of them in the game. These days, whenever a game comes out and it has loads of outfits, you are paying for all of those outfits most of the time, you know, as extra. Spider-Man was a good one because you didn't really have to do that. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation. The new ones, obviously. They had a lot of outfits that you didn't need to pay extra for. But, you know, a lot of games these days, you know, you want a new outfit, buddy? Better cough up. But I paid $60 for the game. Fuck you. Pay for our new outfits. You know, those guys don't care. It's not really how it used to be anymore. But again, some games, it's not every game. Some games do it quite fairly still, and some other games try to take you for a mug. I feel like this game tries to take you for a mug sometimes. You know, because you can't just buy an outfit in this game. You got to roll for it. And I don't really like that. You know, if I want to buy an outfit, I want to buy an outfit. I don't want to roll 1,000 tickets because I'm trying to get Darby's Whitehead outfit, and you just keep giving me, you know, Kendo on a nice day out. Like, I don't want that fucking outfit. I want the outfit of Darby with white hair. I don't want to see Kendo in her Sunday's finest, or whatever else they try to give you, right? Why don't you just... That's one thing I will say about this game's gacha. They should offer you a way to just outright buy what it is you want. And then that way people, you know, can just get what they want. And people still spend money on the game because they're spending money to buy that stuff. And you should make it more... Here's the thing, like, from their perspective, just make it more expensive to buy it outright. And then that way they will earn decent money if people buy this stuff outright. And if people want to keep rolling tickets, then they'll earn lots of lesser money from all of the ticket rolls. At least from a business perspective, then they can square it to themselves. Obviously, we'd all love to have everything for free, but they ain't going to do that. So you kind of just have to think about it. How would they be happy with it? Also, yes, I am very highly prioritizing Toga's quirk specifically in this match, just because I want it to be as Togarific as possible. Just without the transformation, because you can't do it. Okay, he was. You can always tell when a Denki is desperate to get that Gamma. He doesn't want anything more than that. There is nothing he wants more than to get. So I mean, look at that. The Gamma is... Look at the stance, man. I'm running into like 3 different conversations at once. Yeah, the stance when he throws the knives is so funny. Well, especially when he stands still. And back on the Gamma. Yeah, the Gamma, like I said, it tracks really well. And even though it doesn't do huge damage, it can put someone down or just pressure them. As it did with that Denki. And what was I speaking about before that? And before that, I was talking about, yeah, I'm trying to use as much Toga as possible in this game. Or at least when I was playing it. Just because then, you know, it makes the video worthwhile. Look at that stance. Oh my god. Looks like he's about to go walk a drag competition runway after this. With the way he looks compared to the way he's moving. Gosh. What a psycho. I don't know if that animation would look funnier or not if he had his other outfit where he's, you know, in that prison robe. Also, if you look at All For One's feet in the outfit where he has no shoes on, those feet look like bricks. And then you look at his shoes in this outfit and you go, there's no way that your foot fits in that shoe from how your foot looks outside of that shoe. You know, like what kind of shoes are these? Some sort of pocket vacuum to another dimension? You know, because I'm telling you right now, those shoes do not contain the same soles that you see when he is wearing the other outfit. Yeah, this Deku, I will give him his credit. This Deku did not want to give up on his team. That Denki was standing still for a minute. He's like, ooh, I'm alive? And then I just start cutting him up. And then he just starts buzzing me up. You know what? Before, in Season 1 and Season 2, I found it so weird to aim Toga's knives because the aim assist made it so just horrible. But even though the aim assist has come back to its strength of what, you know, what seems to be Season 1 and 2, for some reason, the Toga knife range doesn't feel as bad as it did before. I'm not sure why that is exactly. But yeah, the Toga knife rush, it almost feels, for me anyway, it almost feels as if it's Season 3 aim assist instead of Season 1 and 2 aim assist. But everyone else feels like Season 1 and 2 aim assist. I don't know, it's weird. Does anyone else feel the same kind of way? Toga's aiming is just way nicer to try and do than it was in Season 1 and 2, sorry, with the aim assist on. Man, this was a real test of grit in this final time. This 3v3 was going on for ages. No one wanted to stay down for good, and whenever we would get one down, they just kind of find a way back. This pink glow is killing me. Can other players see that? Look at that, he's going for another revive. How many cards do you have? What's your name? Yugi Moto. How do you have so many cards for all of these revives? And look at this. It took this guy on my team this long into the match to realize I was on his team. So he must have known me, obviously. It took him this long in the game to realize he was teaming up with me, which is hilarious. But I am, what's the word? I am honored that he was excited by that. So if you are watching this video, what's your name? Borogik. Thank you very much for your excitement. It did make me smile. Can you imagine? Look at that. They didn't even give me that shield. I was so happy. I was like, wow, I can't believe I just about managed to scrape that takedown. And then they didn't even give me the shields anyway. They was like, well, screw you anyway, set. Screw me! Screw me! And I just drank a potion. I was like, yeah, fun. F you then. So close to catching her in the air with that. Okay, this has been all Toga for like the past, I don't even know how long. Just been going complete Toga crazy with it. I mean, her beta rush allows you to get away with so much. So it's not the hardest thing in the world. And before, I probably wouldn't ever be hitting with her alpha because it was so weird. But again, like this season, it just feels better. Which is, again, strange because they put aim assist back the way it was for everyone else. But for some reason, she feels okay with it. Either that or it's because... No, I don't even know why. Maybe it's because I hip fire a lot. I don't know. I can't really say. It just feels better. That was a nice beta, the way I did that. Throws those knives like such a lunatic, dude. Masaka! I'm telling you that sniper shot took my lungs out. I'm telling you, this Deku was not chilling out. He was like, I hate all of you guys and I'm gonna kill all of you before any of you can kill me. That was the only thing going through his mind. He did not give a damn. He's like, oh, you think I give one shit about your glowing pink self? But then something weird happened to him here. Like after all of that fight, he kind of just stopped moving. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe he gave up finally. And just when I thought I was about to finally collect one for all's power, somehow, some way, he managed to get that Ochako up. When she hit me up nowhere, I was like, you? Like, you're still alive? What the hell? When did you get back here? So yeah, that was interesting to say the least. Anyways, there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed that game. Lots of Toga play there. See you on the next one.